Hey Art12, I want to go over your lantern project with you as a quick overview so that you understand the steps. So like we've already talked about, you're going to be creating a grid drawing of a railroad lantern. So you're actually going to look at this picture by artist Jean Franks, and you're going to try to reproduce it. So like I mentioned, your first goal is to use the grid method to create an accurate drawing. As a group, we will set up our paper to have a nice, neat, tidy grid. And this is an example of what your grid will look like. It is very, very light on this paper because you will need to erase the grid before you start to add your value. So it's super duper light. Yours should be super duper light too so that you can use the grid method. Now, my darlings, when you get ready to draw, you have this outline copy that has all of the little lines of the drawing in the grids so that you can use it to create an accurate contour drawing of your lantern. So that's your first step, and that helps. I do have a copy of it that has all of the value in it too if you'd prefer to do a drawing just straight from that. Next, you will need to use all of your pencils and the techniques that we've been learning over the past couple of weeks to create a wide range of realistic values. So you can see this very nice student example, and then we can see the artist example. So it's not exactly perfect, but it's a very, very nice drawing. The student has used neat, smooth blending and has provided a wide range of realistic values. This is a convincing lantern, and it looks like the example. Okay? And then, my darling students, your third goal for this project is to keep your drawing neat and tidy. You notice that this student used a blender and her pencils and has used the grid technique. If you look very carefully at this, you can see where there's just a little bit of marking around the outside. But sometimes when my students do this drawing, they overblend it and push too hard when they make their grid. So this is an example of a student who has overblended and pushed too hard. And so you can even see where they tried to erase their grid and they had to push really hard and it mushed up the paper. So when they added the value, then it blurred in the center. The student has used their blender to go over all of the outsides of it and then didn't go back in to correct it with their pencil. So you want to make sure that we're meeting goal 3 and keeping our drawing neat and tidy. So I can't wait to see what you all do. Have fun making your lanterns.